significance? What is the significance of today's date? Can anybody raise their hand, please, and tell me the significance of today's date, which is really, really important. So I'm going to unmute Rafa. Go.
Cinco de Mayo.
It is Cinco de Mayo, so it is May 5th. And Rafa, do you know what significance is Cinco de Mayo? Hi, Nick. What is the significance of Cinco de Mayo? Who can share their thoughts on that? How about you, James? Go. So James, it's very spotty internet where you are, so we can't hear you. If you want to send me a chat, that would be great, because your audio is jarbled, so we can't understand it. All right, let me give you my thoughts on Cinco de Mayo. Exactly 100 years, exactly 100 years before Mr. Kramer was born. So I was born in 1962, and 100 years before me was 1862. In May 5th of 1862, I'm pretty sure that that was the date that the Mexican army beat the French army, which invaded, and it wasn't really that they got their independence, but they got rid of the French. The French left, and they said, okay, we're going to stop invading. We're going to let Mexico, have its own country. So but it's not considered a significant holiday for Mexico for some reason. It actually is much more significant in the United States, because we use it as a day to commemorate the beautiful culture of Mexico, which I've been there many times. It's really an amazing place, and I hope that everyone here gets to do that as well. And Rafa, what do you got there? You got a Mexican teddy bear? I like that. I like that. Okay, you guys ready? Let's talk. I'm going to share now my screen, and I'm going to share my desktop there. And I want you guys to notice what we have here. So first of all, I'm going to put you in gallery view, so I get to see all the little thumbnails at the same time. And we're going to talk about really important properties of mathematics. So we're going to let the letter A equal any real number. Who can tell me what that means? The letter A equals any real number. Who can sort of tell me what I mean by that? And we'll go for it. There you go, Will.
That letter A can represent any number you want it to be.
But what kind of a number? A real number. A number like what?
Like 10.
A number like 10. What about you, Rafa? You raised your hand, Rafa. What were you going to say?
I was going to say that a real number is like any number, any number with any value, really.
Yeah. And Max, what were you going to say about that?
Rational.
Go ahead, Max.
It's kind of like algebra.
Max, that's a great answer. That's not a good answer. That is a great answer. A is all about algebra, okay? So if I take A, which is, I don't know, I'm going to call it Owen. My number is A is Owen. Or no, I'm going to call my number Liam. Or I'm going to call my number 7. It doesn't matter. If I add 0 to anything, what do I end up with? On 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
A.
I get
Number.
so Owen plus 0.
Number.
Zach
Um,
0 is Zach. Okay, and Rafa, can you not do that with the bear because it's a little distracting to me? So now,
Mr.
if I take
Crane.
bear, what happens if I take bear and I multiply bear by 0? Raise your hand if you know what happens. So I take a number like 5 and I multiply it by 0. I take bear and multiply it by 0. James, what do you think?
It equals 0.
Yeah. What about Dakota times 0 is 0? Okay. Wait, what about 0 times 0? Is that still?
0.
That is still 0. That is
0.
Now, are you ready for this? Now take 0 and divide it by a real number. So 0 divided by 5. 0 divided by Drew. 0 divided by Nick. What are we going to get every time?
0.
That's right. But what happens when we take Rafa and divide Rafa by 0? We take William and we divide him by 0. Owen divided by 0. What happens then? Go ahead, Dakota.
It would equal the same number you started like with. If it was Owen divided by 0, it would be Owen.
Well, that's true of plus. So if I add Owen to 0, I get Owen. It's actually, Dakota, called the identity property because it gives you where you started. But when, and who, somebody just raised their hand, but then they put it down. I can't really see.
Wait, you can raise your hand.
If somebody raised their hand and can share, Will, can you share what happens when you take a number and divide it by 0? Go ahead, William.
You get 0.
Not true. Max, what do you get, buddy? Max, you raised your hand.
You get 0. That's what I was going to say.
Not true. Now, does anybody have a calculator handy? If you have a calculator,
Can I go get mine?
on your phone, yeah, and you can take
Any number.
calculator,
Any number.
take the number 5 and divide it by 0.
Any number. Any number.
No,
It's your number.
Error.
it is error. You cannot divide by 0. Do you guys understand that? Do you remember when we did slope and we talked about a vertical slope? And remember, if you skied down a vertical mountain, you would just die because there's no friction. A vertical slope is a slope called undefined. It's not a number. It's really infinity. Okay? And
Wait,
yes,
it doesn't work on the calculator.
it shouldn't. In fact,
Mine says infinity.
wait, does yours really say infinity, Will?
It pops up like an E.
Will, E stands for error. Zach, what does yours say?
Mine said error.
Good, good. And Will, can you show me your calculator? Because I'm interested which calculator says infinity.
I did it on this computer, so I
You
could
did it
like.
on the computer. Cool.
Yeah.
So guys,
Frozen.
do you guys see the symbol for undefined right here? Do you see it?
Yeah, it's a 0 with a line in it.
It says 0 with a line through it. That's called undefined. All right? So, and the other way to remember it, guys, is if let's say it's Kramer, and Kramer sits on an egg. What would happen to the egg? What would happen if Kramer sat on an egg?
It'll crack.
Would break.
It would break. So that's bad. And that's undefined. But what if I am good enough to balance an egg on my head? So 0 divided by Kramer, that's just 0. That's just 0. So a 0 divided by a number is 0, but any number divided by 0, oh my gosh, that is one broken egg.
Wait,
Oh, and by
I'm
the
gonna
way,
try this. I'm
don't
gonna try
try
this.
this at home. Don't try this at home.
I will.
Light bulb.
Now, Max, what are you gonna tell me? Or
Wow.
I'm gonna break my calculator after this.
oh, by the way, can I tell you about that? I have invented a calculator, although nobody has bought one yet. Are you ready for this?
Can I buy
Can I
one?
buy it?
I want to tell you what it does. If you try to divide by 0, the calculator begins to smoke and fizzle, and it melts in your hands because you can't divide by 0. So if you try to divide by 0, the calculator essentially self-destructs. Now, why do you think nobody wants to buy my calculator?
Because it's gonna break.
It's because it's crazy, right? It's unsafe. So-
Wait, I wanna buy 2.
Well, I kind of want to buy it.
Oh
So
yeah.
do I.
okay,
Wow, that's
Light
probably a
bulb.
good idea.
you can modify it, guys.
Be like, sis, I'll be like,
So you like my
Ella.
idea, right? You like my idea? Okay. So that's a calculator that I want. Okay, let's go back to it.
You didn't make it.
Now watch this.
huh,
We're now going to talk about one of my favorite numbers after, and
calculators
that
that
is
blow
the
up.
number 1.
Bruh.
If I take a letter A and I multiply it by 1, so I say Rafa times 1, Dakota times 1, Nicholas times 1, what do I get? On 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Nicholas or me or
Yeah.
someone else.
You get the number you started with. So happy face times 1 is happy face.
Yay!
This is
What
even,
is sad?
this is
Yeah.
even better. What about
Sad face times 1. is sad.
What about, and I'm going to mute everybody for just a second. Raise your hand electronically. What about a number divided by 1? James, you got that? Or Nicholas?
No, I just have a question.
Yes, sir.
Why is the thing that says undefined not a 0? It's an O.
It's an O with a line through it. So it's a 0 with a diagonal line, and that actually represents, James, the concept of infinity or undefined. And remember, James, this is very important. The 0, the O, doesn't have a vertical line through it. That means something different. That's a special symbol. And it doesn't have a horizontal line through it, which is also called theta and something very different. It has to have a diagonal line. Okay? So Dakota, you were going to raise your hand too. Go for it.
I was gonna say that what if we made a number? What if we made a number that represented undefined?
A number that represented undefined. Okay, I have to explore this. So do you guys see the infinity symbol that I just drew?
Yeah.
You guys see that? Okay. Infinity is essentially undefined, Dakota. So you can't define infinity as a number, right? So we actually refer to infinity as undefined. You really can't have it as a number, and I'll tell you why. What if I did infinity plus 1? What would I have?
Infinity.
Infinity and 1.
What if I had infinity minus 1?
Infinity.
Are all infinities the same?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
What
It-
if affinity minus affinity?
Wait a minute. Hold on. That's something I have not thought about in a while. Who asked that question?
Owen.
Owen.
Me,
Okay, Owen.
Owen.
Owen, you rock. You totally right. Okay. Guys, what do you think? Open this for discussion. Oh, hi.
0. I go with 0.
I think.
It's in.
Who's gonna share on this?
Uh-oh.
Who's gonna share on this? Mark, you want to share?
Oh, I just got here, so I don't know what we're doing.
Well, we're doing infinity minus infinity.
Oh, I don't really know.
I asked that question, Mark.
And Max, what do you say?
Infinity.
Oh, you think it's infinity. Dakota?
I think it's 0. Because it's itself minus itself.
Yeah.
1 minus 1.
No.
You know, guys,
What about 0 minus 0?
well, 0 minus
yeah.
0 is definitely equal to 0.
Exactly. So that means
So you're good there. And Will, that was actually a great question to ask. But here's what I think, guys. If both of you are correct, if Max and Dakota are both correct, don't we have a problem? Because
Would we be famous?
isn't infinity equal to 0?
Would we be famous?
Well, you know what? I would love to hear you, and you might be like, Kramer, there's no way, this is math. I shouldn't be writing essays. But if you wrote a paragraph about infinity minus infinity, you can call it Owen's question. Owen's question. If you wrote out that question, I would like to see your answer. Guys, I got to tell you, I'm in the infinity camp on this one, but I could be convinced about the 0 camp. So I actually want you mathematicians
I will write a paragraph.
to do that. Nicholas, are you willing to try to prove to me your thoughts on this one?
I will write a paragraph.
And Nicholas, which one do you think it is? Do you think infinity minus infinity is infinity or 0?
It's 0.
0. Wow. You know what? I need you guys to help me with that. Me
too.
All right, let's go back here. Are you ready? What happens when a number is divided by itself? So
0.
Zach divided by Zach equals Max divided by Max equals Drew divided by Drew equals Rafa divided by Rafa equals Owen divided by Owen. What do you guys think it is? Mark, what do you think? What do you think a number divided by itself is, Mark?
0.
Think about it. I'm gonna write it out like this. Ready? 5/5.
It's uno.
2 halves.
1.
1 whole equals what, guys?
1.
1. So any real number divided by itself equals 1, except for what?
0 divided by 0.
Who said that?
Infinity.
Oh, man. William, very cool. So
I shaped it with my
A
hand.
not equal 0 here because 0 divided by 0 is undefined.
Undefined.
All right, so that was a really cool discussion. Now, last but not least, guys, what is 1 times 1?
1. 1.
All right, good. Now, you guys ready? If does A plus B equal B plus A?
Yeah.
Probably. Yes. Definitely.
Well, let's test it. 3 plus 5 equals 5 plus 3. Is that true?
Yes.
Isn't that 8 equals 8?
Yeah.
And what about 2 times 3 equals 3 times 2?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Now, that's called the commutative property. Does that work for subtraction?
I don't know.
No. No.
No.
Let's try it.
No.
5 minus 3 is what?
2.
And 3 minus 5 is what?
Minus 2.
Uh-oh, it doesn't work. What about 10 divided by 5? What is that?
So Crater and
2.
today.
And what is 5 divided by 10?
Fortune.
1/2.
And,
I already said the rules in the intro, but the idea.
oh, Zach, I think that's on your end, so I'm going to mute you just because I heard some feedback there. So guys, the commutative property is another really important one. Now, I threw this in your packet. You do not have to do this. This is for 5th grade and up, but it's really fun to think about exponents. A to the 0th power, A to the 1st, A to the 2nd, A to the 3rd, A to the half. And don't worry about that stuff. But guess what I made for you guys today? A special game that I really love. And I'm going to mute everybody right now so I can explain it. I'm going to mute everybody right now so I can explain it. And here's how it goes. You choose 6 cards. You choose 6 cards. The last card you choose is going to be what's called your target number. Now, before you choose the cards, you take the jacks, the queens, and the kings out of your deck. Now, if you take the jacks, queens, and kings out of the deck, how many cards are left in that deck of cards? James? Go ahead, James. And I think you said 40. Did you say 40?
Oh, it's 40 in the chat.
Oh, good. And what about you?
44.
What about you, Zach?
44.
40.
40 is correct.
40.
There are 52 cards less 12 jacks, queens, and kings, because there are 4 times 3, and that leaves you with 40 cards. All right? And so now, if you take all the jacks, kings, and queens out, and you pick your cards, now here's what happens. Your job is to use, and by the way, an ace is considered a 1. Use the ace, the 4, the 10, the 8, and the 7, and combine them with addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division to get the target card. Now,
What?
if you get the target card, in this case it's 8, you get to keep those 6 cards. And you're only allowed to play 6 rounds with a single deck, because 40 divided by 6 is 6 with a remainder of 4. And therefore, you play 6 rounds, and whoever has more cards will win. So let's start out with an example. Let's start out with an example. If we ace, 4, 10, 8, and 7, and our target is 8, let's see what we can do. Could we take, and I'm going to make the screen a little bit smaller, could we take the 10 and 7 and subtract them? Yes or no?
No way.
And what do we get?
3.
3. What about 4 take away 1? What do we get?
3.
And what about 3 take away 3 now?
0.
And what about 0 plus the 8?
8.
Yep.
And we just got our target number. And that is one solution. Zach, do you have a question?
You answered it. It was gonna be, can you use multiple cards?
The answer is you cannot use cards more than once, and you've got to use all the cards. When you play this in school, some teachers do play this. They do not play it the way Kramer plays it. They say you can use 2 cards or 3 cards. That's no fun. In my opinion, you're required to use all 5 cards, and that makes it a lot of fun. Let's look at another way to do the same thing. Are you ready? Well, what did I do? 10 minus 7 is 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. And what if I divide 3 by 3? Raise your hand electronically if you know 3 divided by 3. Go. Rafa, do you have it?
Oh, I had a question about something else.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and ask it, buddy.
Are you allowed to use, are you supposed to use each symbol like addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? Do you have to use all of them only once?
No. You can use just addition. You can use just subtraction. You can use any combination of anything, and you don't have to use all of them. Does that answer your question, Rafa? Okay.
Yes.
Now, who is going to answer my question of 3 divided by 3? Go ahead, Max.
It equals 1.
Yes. And guys, guess what? 1 times 8 is 8. So in the last example, we ended up getting a 0 and we added 0 to 8 to get 8. In this case, we got a 1 and we multiplied it by 8 to get 8. So it was almost the same method, but a little bit different. Let's try another one, guys. Are you ready? What I did here is I subtracted 4 from 10, and I got 6. Now, how many does 6 need to make the 8? Who can tell me? How many does 6 need to make the 8? Go for it, Mark.
2.
And Mark, do you see how Mr. Kramer got his 2? I took 8 minus 7, and I got 1.
Mhm.
And then I said 1 plus my ace, which is 1, and I got 2. And then I took my 6, and I added it to 2 to get 8. And that, folks, is a third solution.
Dad, are you
Group of cards. Question. Somebody has a question. I'm going to unmute everybody. Go. I have both Will and Max with their hand up. Max and Will, do you have a question?
Mine was. I don't have a question. Mine was.
Okay, then don't keep hitting raise hand, Max, because every time you do, I'm going to call on you, and it'll just slow us down a little bit, okay? So let's move on, guys. My next solution is this, guys. Are you ready? I did 10 take away 2, and I did 7 take away that 2 to get 5. 5 needs a 3, and I did 4 minus 1 to get 3, and 5 plus 3 is 8. And guys, guess what? There are literally dozens and dozens of ways to solve for 8. Now, this is one that I call a little bit advanced because 10 times 8 is 80. And don't I need to divide that by 10 to get 8? Well, guess how I got 8? 7 plus 4. I'm sorry, how I got 10. 7 plus 4 minus 1 gives me 10. And 80 divided by 10 equals 8. So these were a lot of fun for me. And now I want to ask you guys to work on this. So the cards we drew here are an 8, a 3, a 5, a 3, and a 6. My target is a 5. What can you do to get me to 5? So I want everybody working on this and send me a chat with your thoughts. And I'm going to mute everybody for just a minute. If you have a question, raise your hand electronically, please. Mark, you working this? You may want to sit up, Mark. If you lay down, you're going to have a more difficult time doing the mathematics. And by the way, I have a little trick on this one. It's a little funny, but it is a trick. So I don't have any raised hands yet. Can someone tell me what they tried? Because a lot of times I will try and try and try and fail and fail and fail. Liam, I want you to take me through your thought process. Go.
Oh, I did one on my sheet of paper, and so mine was 4, and my numbers were 9, 7, 4, 8, and 9.
Oh, wait. You're working on a different one? You're not working on this one?
Yeah, I'm just writing on this piece of paper.
Okay, so next time, work on the one that we're working on, but I'm going to write those out. What are the numbers that you were working on?
I did 9, 7, 4, 8, and 9.
And what was your target number?
4.
Okay. So what'd you get?
I did 9 minus 9 equals 0. And then I did 8 plus 7. Wait, I did this wrong. Oops.
Okay, now Liam, I want you all to watch this. Are you guys ready? Watch what I'm going to do. Do you guys see that there is a number 4 here? Do you guys see that? And do you agree that 4 plus 0 would equal my target? So watch this. 9 minus 9 is 0. 0 times 7 times 8. What is 0 times 7 times 8? Go.
0.
And 4 plus 0 is?
4.
And that is my solution to that one. So Liam, everyone, go back to this one right here. Liam, are you with me?
Oh, I think I got it. I think
Okay.
I
No,
got it.
James, is that you?
Now I'm thinking.
Okay, is that
It's me.
Drew?
It's
Go ahead.
me.
Go, Drew.
So 3 plus 3, 6. And then 6 minus 6, 0.
Now we've
Then
words. Keep going.
0. And then 0. So 6. Yeah, 6 minus 6 is 0. 0 times 8 is 0.
Keep going, man.
And then 5 plus 0 is 5.
Guess what, guys? Everybody give him a round of applause. That was awesome. Did anybody come up with a different solution? Max, you have your hand up too.
No, I didn't.
Say again?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. So did you raise your hand for a reason?
I didn't mean to raise my hand.
Okay, so try not to keep touching the computer if possible. Dakota, go for it.
I did 8 minus 3 equals 5.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's look at yours. So you did 8 minus 3 is 5. Keep going.
And then I did 6 minus 6 is 0.
Wait. Where do you have another
Wait,
6?
sorry. And then, wait. Oh no, I did this wrong.
Are you sure? We can come back to you, buddy.
Oh, 3. So then I did, I didn't mean to do that. I did that wrong. I did 3 plus 3 equals 6.
Okay, so 3 plus 3 is 6.
And then 6 plus 6 is 0.
You mean 6 minus 6.
6 minus 6 is 0.
Good. So now you use that.
That's
Good.
easy.
Oh, wait. And then
5 plus 0 equals.
8 minus 5. Oh, wait, I did.
So I think the only way to get from 0 now to your answer is to do what Drew did.
0.
0 times 8 is 0, and then 0
0
plus
plus 5. So I did that
is
wrong.
5. So really, really nice. Rafa, what's yours, buddy? Go, Rafa.
So mine is 3 minus 3.
You have to say is equals.
Equals 0.
Keep going.
Times 6 equals 0.
So 0 times 6 is 0. So now we've used the 3, 3, and the 6. Go ahead.
Times
8.
0 times 8 equals 0, and 0 plus 5 equals 5.
Awesome. 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 Now, guys, I want to go on to something else. I want you to watch. So, Mark, can you sit all the way up, buddy? Sit all the way up because I want you to be on this. Now, watch this, guys. I am going to share with you a program that I created for you. And the program is called random.org, which we've done before. Now look at this. If I hit the word again, and I sent you this link in your file, do you see how we came up with 6, 1, 5, 10, 6, and 2? Let's do it again. 7, 10, 2, 2, 8, 8. Let's do it again.
What's your target number?
Now, are you guys ready? Oh no, I don't want to do that one. That one's a little too easy. Too easy. No, not too easy. I like it. Okay, so I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna copy it. And let's see if I can easily paste it. There we go. Get going, guys. Your target number is 2.
Okay.
Target number is 2.
0. 8.
And by the way, if you have a solution, try to find a second solution, and then a third solution, and then a fourth solution. And why don't you, Will and Liam, if you could come back to the meeting, that'd be great.
Okay, we'll do 5 plus 7.
Ooh, I like it. I like this one. Mark, are you working this?
2 minus.
So Mark, why don't you sit up and start getting your pencil going?
I have
Oh, I was just doing it in my head, not on a piece of paper.
Oh, don't do this. I can't even do it in my head. I can't even do it in my head.
5, 7, 9. And then 8 minus 8 equals 2 equals 0.
0, 0.
All right, guys, I want to show you one solution. Oh, and then I want you to come up with another one. Ready? 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 9 minus 8 is 1. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So that is only one solution. I bet you could come up, whoops.
9 equals.
Where is it? There it is.
Okay.
So did anybody solve a different way yet?
Minus 9 equals.
Wait,
Ooh, I got another one, really good one.
I might have one.
Who's got one?
I might have one.
Cool.
I might have one. I have to run it over.
And notice, guys, how I use my pencil to connect these cards.
Minus 2.
Oh, only if it was 3.
Oh, I can't do mine because of the 7.
Hey guys, check it out. Ready? 8 minus 5 is 3. 9 minus 7 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. And 1 times 2 is 2. Or couldn't I could do 1 times 2, or I could do 2 divided by 1. And they all get me to 2. Does anybody have another way? Because every time I look at these, I see about a dozen different ways to get there.
2 plus 8 no. Plus 2
8 times 7 equals 1.
9 equals 18 minus 8.
If you go the shelter route, no. If you go the freezer route.
8, 9, 7.
So does anybody want to try? Does anybody want to try?
I got 3.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Me too.
That's pretty good. Ooh. I'm just looking for a different. And oh, guys, you want to see me try something? I don't know if it's going to work. You guys ready? Let's see if we can do. All right. Let's see. 20.
Oh, I was so close.
Oh, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Oh, I've got it. Guys, check it out. Ready? 7 plus 8 is what?
15.
Okay, ready?
Wait, I might have one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hold on, ready? And the moment I'm done with this, I'm going to hear yours. Let's go.
9.
15 divided by 5 is what, guys? What's 15 divided by 5?
3.
3. Now watch this. What is 9 divided by 3?
3.
Uh-oh. I didn't get there. Because I have a 3 and a 2. I can't get to 2. So who said that they have a solution? Who said that they have a solution?
Wait, I might have one.
Who is the I?
Me, math.
Oh, Max, then go ahead and try it, buddy. Go, go, go.
9 minus 8 equals 1.
Go.
1 plus 2 equals 3.
I love it.
We have a you can use an occupancy until October 1st. And then we just have the COVID cover that.
I think I messed up.
No, no, no. Come on, man.
5 minus.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, 5 minus 5. Oh, wait.
Max,
No.
Wait, no, that's
does
still one.
anybody, does anybody?
Oh, darn it.
Then we'll be fine. If not, we'll probably
That's 7.
And Drew, can you stop doing that because it's a little distracting? And Drew, can you try to solve this problem?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, good.
If there,
How about you, Nicholas?
I was so close.
Oh, man, really, really hard. I want to try that one again where I did 7 plus 8 is 15. Yes, go ahead, James. Uh-oh.
No, I know one.
Hold on 1 second. James, are you trying to, oh, you know what, guys? James and Nicholas, your internet is so weak. Guys, can you hear James?
Barely. He said, I think I found one.
Yeah.
James said he found one.
James, send me a chat
Your screen is frozen
with
too.
your answer because you're frozen. Dakota, go.
I'm kind of frozen
So
too.
it's the same as yours, except if you went 7 plus 8, and then
Well, you have to say is
15.
keep going.
5 minus 15 is 10.
You mean 15 minus 5
15 minus 5 is 10.
is 10. Good.
And then 9 minus 10.
You mean
10 minus 9
10 minus 9 is
1.
and
1 divided by 2 equals 2.
and you meant 2 divided by 1 is 2 or
2
times 1
is 2. Dakota did it, guys. Everybody give Dakota a round of applause. That was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, I got one more for you. You ready? Here we go. On 3 and go for it.
Yeah. 5, 10,
So 5 is your
9.
target, 8, 6, 7, 9, and 10. And Liam, are you working on this one that I just gave you? Okay, keep going, Liam.
If you were to go
Yes.
10,
Oh, whoa. Listen, James, you nailed it. You nailed that last one. That's awesome.
What was theirs?
James and Nicholas did 9 minus 7 is 2, 8 minus 2 is 6, 6 minus 5 is 1, and 1 times 2 is 2. Awesome, James and Nicholas. Awesome job.
I think I found one for this one already.
And Rafa, give it to us, buddy. Go, Rafa.
Okay, I honestly can't really remember, but I'll try.
Did you write it down, Rafa? Did you write it down? Do you remember what I told Mark earlier? You can't do this in your head. You've got to write it down.
Okay.
Are you working this? Mark, are you working this, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go, Rafa.
Minus 8.
All right,
Well, is it okay if we like use parentheses in it?
whatever you want, buddy. And Owen, do you have any?
Should I?
Okay, go ahead, Rob.
Okay. 6 minus open parenthesis 10 minus 9, which equals 1, close parenthesis, times 8 minus 7.
Wait a minute, hold on. You first did 9 minus 10
have one.
minus 9 and got 1. And then, do you want to do something with the 6?
No, well, that was at the beginning, so it's
Minus 9. I have one.
minus open parenthesis 10 minus 9. Wait, is it better if I put it in the chat instead?
Yes. And somebody else said
I have one. I have one. Owen has one.
Is that Owen?
Uh-huh.
Okay, go, Owen.
Let me just write it down.
Good man. Good man. Write it down. How about you, Drew? I don't even see you with a pencil. So, Drew, get a pencil and work this, man.
Okay, I got the answer. So 10 minus 9 equals 1. 1 minus 8 equals 7.
Wait a
7
minute.
minus
Wait.
7.
Hold on. You mean 7 minus 1 or 8 minus 1? What are you talking about?
No. 8 minus 7. No,
Okay,
wait.
8 minus
Yeah,
7 is 1.
Wait, no,
Mr. Taylor, I put it in the chat.
wait, can you erase that? The 7,
You don't want me to do 8 minus 7?
8 minus 1.
Oh, you want me to do 8 minus that 1. Got it.
So then
8
7
1 is 7
So then 7 minus 7
is
0. 0 times 6 equals 0.
uh-oh.
Then plus 2.
Yeah, but you don't you don't have it.
Oh.
You're done. And you need a 5. So you got really close, Owen. Really close.
Where did I get a 2 from?
Now, guys, I want you to watch what
I
thought Owen.
I think I have one.
Who's I? Max?
Max.
Go for it, Max.
So 8 plus 6 equals 14.
Go.
That's 14 plus 9 equals 23.
Okay.
23 minus 10 equals 13.
Wow.
13 minus 7 equals 5.
That's really close, buddy. That's really close. I was very impressed. Now, everybody, we're out of time, so I want you all to watch what I'm going to do right now. Okay? What I'm going to do is show you just one of so many different solutions. Now, this is where I thought Owen was going. When I saw that 10 minus 9 is 1, and I saw that 8 minus 6 is 2, I always want small numbers. Do you guys see that 2 times 1 is what? Say it out loud. And that is 2. And do you see that 7 minus 2 is 5? And that, again, is just one of the many ways to do this. Now, what I want you guys to do this week is I want you to get a deck of cards, like right after class. Just
right there.
Right after class. Take out all the jacks, kings, and queens. Don't throw them away. Put them aside.
How about the jokers?
And shuffle them up. Oh, by the way, if somebody does not have a deck of cards, I have a solution for you. I literally gave you a deck of cards, okay, on one of your packets.
Hey, Mr. Kramer.
Wait, hold on. And I want you guys to play as many rounds as possible. Now, I gave you 4 rounds plus another 4 rounds. You probably have 20 or so different examples. If you can't find a solution if you can't find a solution, I want you to send me an email.
Oh, I
And say,
already found a
Kramer,
solution for that one.
awesome. And hold on a second, Mark. Send me an email that says, Kramer, there's no solution for this. We tried everything, and then let me try. Okay, James, you have a question? Go.
What about do you take out the jokers?
Oh, Nicholas, what a great question. Yes, get rid of the jokers. They are not part of this. It's only the 40 cards, 1 through 10 times 4. Now, Mark, you said you had a solution to this?
Oh no, I don't.
Could
Okay.
you make it?
That doesn't
Could
work.
you make it more challenging with the queens and kings? Like a king
know
is
what?
16.
I think that that's a great question, but my belief, guys, is that this is challenging enough. So you guys become a master at target number. I'll play you anytime. You send me a list of numbers and I will try to solve it. But I want you to solve it first. All right, guys, great seeing you. And let's count by a target number of 20. You ready? We're going to go from -120 by 20. Go. -120. Go. Negative
-100.
100.
100.
Negative
Negative 80.
Go.
Negative 60.
Go.
Negative 40.
Go.
Negative 20.
But don't ever say
Okay,
negative
negative
0,
0.
2, 4, 6,
8.
eight.
So we appreciate
Math,
infinity.
please.
Infinity.
Math, please.
Go.
Go
And I'll see
infinity.
you in 167 hours. I can't wait. I can't wait. You guys have a great week. Play target number with everybody.
Bye.
Great to see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Say goodbye to your buddies.
Bye.
Bye, Owen.
Bye. Bye, Tatiana. Bye, everybody. Bye, Miss